from One Music Philippines, Chris Ramos.
Hi. I'm just curious. How long term has the planning been for this festival? Not only for this year, but for the other ones. How long have you been trying to form this one for this year? And also, I'm curious also as if you're already also working towards planning for the next couple of years as well.
So, Aldrin, fast forward, mentioned the Valentine's idea. That idea actually, the heart of that idea was that the genre that resonates between the two countries are very similar. In Korea, obviously we have the popular K-pop idol genre, but domestically, the ballad, R&B's, the urban music is very popular. And through my experience here in the Philippines, I found that to be very similar. So we wanted to create a Valentine's love theme, heartbreak and makeup type genre, ballad, R&B, urban festival. So I think that festival idea was the seed to a bigger plan that we have created. And in terms of duration, it's probably a year and a half, 2 years since we've been talking about this. As for future events, of course, I want this to be, personally, I want this to be an annual festival here in Manila, as well as bring it to different countries around the world, specifically Asia first. And as I said earlier, we have the vision of creating this to be the Asian festival where we can bring other Asian country artists to be part of the festival as well.
Thank you.
Are you good yet? Thank you so much, Chris of One Music. Our next set of questions will come from Pink Siazon of Pet.ph.
Hi, good afternoon. To Aldrin. How did you come up with the lineup of Filipino artists for One Festival?
So, how did we come up? So first is we looked at the genres that will match the genres of the Korean artists. So if you've noticed, if you look at Melomans, if you listen to their songs, they're more on the mellow side, indie pop. So we wanted to match that so that it doesn't like spike all of a sudden. But the theme is about we talked about movies, soundtracks, because he would always tease me because I watch more K-dramas than him. So he would tell me, "Oh, let's do K-drama soundtrack." So and then the artist for the Philippines, of course, I've run it with him. He's very familiar with Filipino artists, so I gave him several names to choose from, and of course, it all boils down to availability of those artists. So obviously, we chose a very good lineup, and you'll see their genres is very different also. In fact, Ben, Moira, Adi was just became very popular recently, and Darren Espanto who just released a new single under Star Music. So those are the things that were considered. Definitely the kind of genre and that would match the genres that the Korean artists will be bringing in.
I would like to confirm with Tim, since Aldrin mentioned that you're familiar with the Filipino artists, so you listen to them, the ones that you are featuring in this concert.
Yes, I have and do. I think I've been coming to Manila for the past 2-3 years, minus COVID. And I am a very avid music listener. I pretty much listen to every genre. And because we represent a lot of K-pop artists out of Korea, as well as curate festivals around the world, I think it's also part of my job to listen to a lot of music and also keep up with trends and whatnot. And coming to Manila a lot, I've naturally come across a lot of talented artists. I go to QC a lot and stop by Showtime, stop by the studios, walk by, see Derek Lauren, and meet his artists and whatnot. So I think it was very natural for me to study and listen to the artists. So I think when Aldrin gave me the 4 names, I was very familiar with most of them.
Wow. So now that you are showcasing both Korean and Filipino talents together in one stage, no? Do you think it's possible that in the future these artists could like work together for music and not just share this one stage?
Yes, we are exploring some opportunities already, and we very much look forward to creating collaboration projects and more often bring these collaboration opportunities on stage as well.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Ping. Any more questions from the media? Charlie, baka may question ka? Yeah, sorry. From Charlie Pagulong of the Philippine Star on the spot.
So, why did you choose November 3 as the date of the concert after Halloween and not like Christmas?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's on me. And of course, we look at what's the available dates, and then based on available dates, it's after a payday. So I used to be the CFO of ABS-CBN, so I put in a lot of number analysis when I do business, and he's also by profession, we're the same profession. We're both accountant by profession, but music lovers, and we listen to a lot of music. So we think about what's the best time, the number of months of preparation, and also when we go towards November and December, that gets crowded. And at the same time, for foreign artists, that's when they actually, in most cases, it's their rest period, and most of the awards outside is happening towards that period, so there's less availability in terms of artists. And also that's the time that they start there's a lot of logic behind it. They start writing their own songs for their new releases for the next year. They don't normally release songs during Christmas because it will get drowned with Christmas songs. So those are a lot of variables that was considered to come up with the date.
Okay, so how's the preparation been so far? Do you have any challenges?
It's always very challenging. You might know that mounting a festival is always challenging, from deck to artist, stage, everything. It's always challenging. You get to rest only when the final song is being sung by the artist. But during the festival itself, you count the number of minutes, how many minutes you need to finish by this time, is the artist, even those when you're already doing the festival, those are the things. And a good thing this is indoor because you don't have to count the decibels, but when you're outside, you're counting the decibels because the people in the neighborhood would complain, things like that. So it's very challenging. I don't want to say stressful, but it's very challenging. But it's a challenge that I appreciate and I like doing.
And I think it's very challenging, and there's really no end or completion to the work, because especially when you try to do it at this level, it's very easy to do it at a lower level. But both Aldrin and I, and both ABS-CBN and Kamp are pretty much perfectionists, and we have a very big vision for this project. Aside from good music, we're focusing on food and beverage experiences for festival comers. Aldrin and I are very hands-on to specific details as well. And on top of that, of course, the production, safety issues. There's really not enough of work there. So I feel like every year we want to develop and get closer to the final vision that we have. And I think that it'll take years to actually get to a point where half of our vision is there. So I can promise you that we are working day and night and attending to every detail to make this the best experience.
Thank you.
Thank you, Charlie.